First tonight, the 2011 Cvs Caremark Charity Classic. Some of the country's best golfers are in Rhode Island right now to show off their skills and raise millions of dollars for local charities. They teed off in Barrington this morning, marking the tournament's 13th year. Eyewitness News anchor Patrick Little and sports director Eric Murphy are in the middle of all the action right now, live at the Rhode Island Country Club. Guys?
Yeah, check out this office we're in tonight, Mike. Pretty sweet. Round one of the 13th annual Cvs Caremark Charity Classic is in the books, Eric. And these 10 two-person teams today, a combined 80 under par.
Well, I don't think there's any secret that there's a lot of good golfers here this week. This is my first time at the event. Very impressive to see some of the talent on hand.
All right, as a former sports guy, you know I'm into stats, and I just love when I get to share these statistics with the folks at home. This is the 13th year that they've had this golf event. Over the first 12 years, they raised close to $14 million for local charities. They hope to go over maybe the $15 million mark after this event's over this year, and then get up towards $16 million raised for local charities. This is such a huge event that it's almost become a privilege for LPGA Tour players and fellow PGA Tour players to be invited by Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade to play in it.
Great days of golf, so thank you everybody for coming out to watch again.
If you want to be invited by Billy Andrade and Brad Faxon to play in the Cvs Caremark Charity Classic, having a solid golfing resume helps, like being a Hall of Famer or major championship winner. But being a solid human being is more important to the co-hosts.
All the players that do come, they get it. They understand what we're doing this for, and this is for charity, and this is for giving back. And all our players are just great at that, and great at wanting to help out. And you know, the word gets around over the years. You know, you really want to get to Rhode Island and try to play in this tournament, and every year we get a great field.
It's nice to be back here. I'm very grateful for the opportunity for Brad and Billy to invite me back, and we don't get to play a lot with the guys, so to kind of be here, especially in a fun event, it's all about the charities and just kind of have a really good time.
Now, this is Morgan Pressel's third appearance at the CVS, and Pressel is doing everything she can to make sure that there aren't any other players on the LPGA Tour that get invited back but her.
She came up with that last year, right after the tournament was over. She came over and said, I'm going to go back and tell it was awful, you know, that we had to do all this corporate stuff. And we had no time to ourselves, and just so no one on the LPGA Tour would want to have to come here. So it's been great, and it's a great vibe. This is such a, I mean, everyone takes ownership in this. We have over 1,000 volunteers, a lot of the charities that we give money to.
Yeah, it's 4 women in the field this year, so obviously Morgan's tactic isn't working. And I'll be honest with you, some of the largest galleries were following the groups with the women playing in.
Yeah, definitely a big part of it. We've been building this up for weeks. Another impressive field, and a lot of big names here on hand, as we mentioned, in Barrington. A huge gallery, as you said, following the first group, which featured LPGA heavyweights Suzanne Pedersen and Julie Inkster. Also with an early tee time, Brad Faxon, Billy Andrade, the tournament hosts. And with longtime buddies Bill Haas and Gary Woodland this week, the later groups featuring the likes of Zach Johnson, former Masters winner, and defending Classic champs Ricky Barnes and J.B. Holmes. So, Patrick, a loaded field, impressive, as a few of these guys coming off of a big weekend at the U.S. Open. We'll, of course, have much more on day one of the event coming up later in sports.
And a big night tonight is the annual gala where they have the auctions and they raise a lot of money. I got to get out of here because Kid Rock is playing at the gala tonight. Yeah,
your favorite.
Tough ticket to get, but I was able to score one. So I'll let you know how that goes tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know.
All right. Eric will have much more coming up in sports live in Barrington at the Rhode Island Country Club. I'm Patrick Little, Eyewitness News.